Good evening, listener. Or rather, I hope it is. I record this now because of recent events. After young Taylor secured the stone, I sent him to inform and retrieve Michael. While I have never considered Michael a true archbishop, it was still within his authority to be made aware of our success. Sending Taylor behind enemy lines was a risk, one that came with unfortunate consequences, but the prize we wrested from Alejandro made it worthwhile. Within hours, both Michael and Ronnie's pack appeared upon these hallowed grounds. Ronnie brought news of their battle in the steel mill, where they had torn a demon's flesh from its bones. Yet, it had not come without cost. Gabriel lay in torpor. I tended to his wounds and gathered our small audience to bear witness to what I believed was our victory over Alejandro. But it was not so. When I brought them to my private chambers, the stone was gone. Alejandro had taken precautions, measures to ensure we would not hold it for long. Michael was displeased. He forbade me from tasking anyone and declared I was not to leave the grounds of the Black Cathedral. A storm of rage swelled within me. I reached out to Trevor Seething and shared the betrayal and my fury. A night passed, and I wandered the grounds, alone. But my solitude ended when Trevor contacted me from afar and shared his senses. He and his pack had reclaimed the stone. Yet, it came at a price. The bond between us, our link of blood and influence, had been severed. Only the whisper of telepathy remained. And through Trevor's eyes, I saw Ronnie. I heard her words. She said she wanted this for him. Clearly there was more unfolding than I had been told. Later, after Trevor foolishly released a mortal who knew too much of his nature, a threat to the silence, in my judgment. He went to Ronnie's haven. Michael followed. There, before them both, I was accused of treachery, of betrayal, and then Ronnie performed the Voldery again and again, and it was only then that Trevor, my Trevor, shut me out. In that moment, I knew. The child I had forged in blood and fire, the one I raised to stand against the heresies of this city, had turned away. I was not slain by fang or blade, but by his silence, by that final, quiet denial. Oh, my son Absalom, my son Absalom, would God I had died for thee. So cried David, when his son rose against him, and so too do I cry, not from a throne of gold, but from a pulpit woven in sacrifice and betrayal. The war I sought to win now festers from within. My hands are still, but my heart is aflame. Despair smiled upon me, and I returned to my chamber. I looked upon the tapestry, the one that set me on this path so long ago, and it was blank. Perhaps this is what Priam felt, as fire climbed the towers of Troy, and the blood of his sons soaked the stones, a king made to watch the ruin of all he built in a single night, unable to stop the gods, the Greeks, or his fate. And I, what am I now? A spectre cloaked in faith, clutching ashes, not a savior, not even a martyr. No, I am Nero reborn, a wretched emperor of rot, seated at the pipe organ of my black cathedral, playing hymns to Cain. As the city beneath me burns, the notes are hollow. The smoke rises, and none of them can hear the music anymore. I feel it looming, my final death. Whether it comes from the hands of my son, or those anointed above me, matters not. But if death is to come, I will not meet it kneeling. No, the blood calls for reckoning. Let Michael hide behind chains and whispers. Let Ronnie cloak her betrayal in chants of unity. I will invoke the rite of Cain itself. The preparations have begun. The Black Cathedral readies for judgment. The grand sigil has been drawn in ash and vitae. The banners of the Sabbath hang still. In the stale, sacred air, the sacred circle will be cast before long. Let them come. Let them stand beneath these vaulted bones, with their pride, their heresies, and their delusions. And I shall give them 3 nights to answer, or let them flee, and may the sword strike them down, as the false Cainites they are, thieves of blood, unworthy of our father's legacy. I will wait.